What's up, guys? It's Toyhouze, and I want to talk about the early access beta paladin that I created. He's super, super beefy strong, so I just want to go through, basically, if you're a beginner and you want to play a paladin, what's an easy way to get through pretty much all of normal mode. Right now, obviously in the beta, we only have access to Act 1 and Act 2, but I can guarantee you, I've played this build in Diablo 2 all the way through normal mode. It does very, very well. So I'm going to go through how to do it. And it's not what you might see on other guides, right? They might most likely just going to recommend you play Blessed Hammer, but this is totally different. So this build that we're going to go through today, this is the Holy Fire Zealer Paladin. So I'm going to basically go through the skill point progression. So starting at level 1, the first point you're going to want to get is Might. This is going to give you plus 40% damage, and this is really good. So it's your first aura. You need it in order to unlock more auras. So just get this at level 1, or level 2, I guess, once you get that first level up. Then at level 2, go over here and get Sacrifice. This is going to give you a lot of damage here and attack rating. Sacrifice is really strong. The order doesn't necessarily matter. You could get Sacrifice and then Might. Either or is fine. But just get 1 point in each of those two. And then once you have 1 point in each of those, you're going to go over to your defensive auras, and you're just going to put the next 3 points into resist fire. So this is level 4, 5, and 6. Or at level 6 you unlock this, so actually it's just 4 and 5, right? So then once you are level 6, you're going to switch over to Holy Fire, and this is where you just realize, like, wow, this is so fun. This is such a fun build. Like when you're putting points into resist fire, you're kind of like not feeling a huge increase in power of your character. And of course, you're still using Might. You're not switching over to use resist fire. You're just getting this for the synergies, because once you get Holy Fire actually receives bonuses from resist fire. Plus 18% fire damage per level. So you're basically setting yourself up for switching over to Holy Fire as your primary aura. And then literally have Holy Fire on all the time. You're going to be so strong. Everything around you is just going to die literally just by you walking by them. I'll show some clips of how you literally can just walk into a group of mobs in Act 1 and they'll all just die around you from Holy Fire aura. It's so awesome. You're basically just going to keep putting points into Holy Fire up until level 12, and then once you hit level 12, you're going to start putting points into Zeal. I like Zeal because basically you're going to attack repeatedly, and what Holy Fire actually does with Zeal is it adds fire damage to your attack. So you're basically attacking very quickly and getting lots of that bonus fire damage added. Once you have pretty much like 4 points into Zeal, so that each Zeal is 5 attacks, go back and just keep putting points into Holy Fire, max it out, and then once that's maxed out, you can go ahead and max out resist fire so that your Holy Fire is even stronger. You can also get Charge. Charge is kind of an ability to help you get around quicker. It's not necessarily needed. If you want to min-max, like, yeah, you can use Charge to like move around faster. Not necessarily needed. It's really up to you if you really want to do that. But that's really it. Just get Zeal, get Holy Fire, and then get Resist Fire. I mean, that's pretty much all of normal mode for you. Now, the gear is really important, I would say. You really want to have Steel, which is going to give you plus 25% increased attack speed. Again, we're trying to get as many hits as we possibly can with Holy Fire, because each attack is going to get that bonus fire damage added to it. So Steel is a great one, but you want to put it into a very fast attack speed weapon, something like a scimitar like I have here, or a saber. Both those two items have very fast attack speeds, and this Steel also gives you 25% IAS, or increased attack speed. So there's a lot of acronyms in D2, so I'm going to try to teach you some of those as we go. So it also has like a bunch of really great stats. The open wounds, the attack rating, all this really, really good stuff. Plus 2 mana after each kill. Steel's fantastic. By the way, guys, just in awe at how awesome this game looks. Like, look at how clear the item is. Look at how clear the text and the fonts, and it's just beautiful to me. It's so beautiful. The other one that's really important, in my opinion, is stealth. I get this on every single character I make. It's not too hard to get tall F from just doing Countess runs. But this gives you a guaranteed, like, once you get this, you get the 25% faster run walk, which is good for every character. You get the plus 25% faster cast rate, which is good for casters, of course. So this build doesn't really benefit from that. Faster cast rate, by the way, acronym is FCR. There's also faster hit recovery, FHR. Hit recovery is really great for every class. Again, after you get hit, how long does it take for you to be able to do stuff again? So I actually really like getting higher FHR, faster hit recovery. The poison resist is really, really good on this too. You probably shouldn't be level 17 in Act 1 unless you're farming Countess and you're not getting what you want and somehow you hit level 17. But the poison resist would help a lot with Andariel. But the poison resist is super helpful in all of Act 2 because you have zombies who leave poison clouds when they die. You've got, you know, the Radamant looking guys. They're, you know, hissing poison at you. There's tons of poison everywhere pretty much. So stealth is super, super good. I also get Nadir. This is awesome because it basically gives you 50% enhanced defense, plus 10 defense straight up, plus 30 defense versus missile, plus 10 strength. I mean, mana after each kill. I've never had mana issues with this build, and I'm using Zeal, which does cost mana. So these two together, you're really not going to have mana issues unless you get really hit hard by a ton of mana steal. So and again, these are really easy to create. Like, this is a Neff tier. The tier rune is the rarest, I would say, in Acts like 1 and 2, but you can get a lot of them in Tel Rasha's Tomb. And then also Ancient's Pledge, which is Ral, Ort, Tal. And you might think, Ort, where the heck are you going to get an Ort? But if you just take 3 Ral runes and put them into the Herodric Cube, you can create an Ort, and you should have a ton of Ral runes if you did a few Countess runs. So Ancient's Pledge is really not hard at all to get. It's crazy to say that you can get this in Act 2 really easily, but you can get it in Act 2 really easily. You're like, typically, you know, you get this in Act 5 when you complete the quest to rescue the barbarians. You actually get all 3 runes, and then you just put it together, like, very easily. But this is such a powerful shield because it gives you cold resist, lightning resist, fire resist, and poison resist. All of them. I actually also, it's a paladin shield, so it has some innate plus, like, I think I got like plus 6 to all resistances, so kind of a low roll, but it didn't really matter. So this is just some gear you could go after. I mean, this character right here, as it stands, I definitely could see myself going all the way through normal super easily, not really having any difficulties. At some point, you know, maybe if, you know, Act 4 or 5, like if you feel like you're going too slow, it's very easy to switch over to the Tesladin, which I do remember doing at some point. I think maybe in like Nightmare Act 4. The Tesladin is basically where instead of using Holy Fire, you're using Holy Shock, which is very, very powerful. Basically the most powerful of the 3 auras: Holy Fire, Holy Freeze, and Holy Shock. I definitely currently right now have a Tesladin or a Holy Shock Paladin in original D2 that's doing very, very well pushing through hell. Of course, Act 4 has a ton of lightning resist though, so, you know, we won't get in the weeds too much on the Tesladin, but this build right here, highly recommend the Holy Fire Paladin. It's so much fun. It's so easy to play, and yeah, highly recommend. So that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a like. If you want more Diablo 2 Resurrected content, don't forget to subscribe. My name's Toyhouze, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.